Ladies and gentlemen, it's about to get real for Palantir. Earnings are coming up in less than a week, and we have to cover exactly everything that you need to know about the earnings, the charts, what I'm looking to do. But first, of course, take a sip of your coffee and get your 30 stocks from Moomoo. Open up your account using that link down below. Deposit at least $100. Once you do that, you get 5 free stocks. Deposit at least $2,000, and get this, guys, you get 25 more stocks, and your uninvested cash for now will earn up to 8.1% APY, which, guys, it is unreal. So use that link down below or go to stocksurfest.com/Moomoo. And with that being said, cheers. Let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. So Palantir right now, and by the way, it's about 2 p.m. almost on the East Coast. Palantir right now is down about 1.5% as the entire stock market is down. The S&P down, NASDAQ, Russell, in anticipation of what Jerome Powell and the Fed, what they're going to do with interest rates, which the Fed funds rate right now is at 4.5%, and it's expected to stay at that point, right? So it's not supposed to go down or up. In other words, we're not expecting a rate cut this go around or a hike. So keep that in mind. And by the time you're watching this video, the decision's already out, and we'll see how the stock market reacts. But as of now, heading into that decision, we're down. Palantir's down. Russell's down 0.1%. Same with the Dow, QQQ, and the S&P. Those are each down 0.5%, and the VIX is up over 4%. So keep that in mind. And Palantir, let's just dive right into it, guys. Earnings are coming up on the 4th of February, or is it the 3rd? Let me double check if it wants to work. Guys, what is going on here? Yeah, 3rd, after the bell, which is, I believe, let me just double check that day. Is that a Wednesday or a Tuesday? Wait a second. Where the heck is February on my calendar, guys? Oh, my goodness. Sorry about that, guys. Actually, wait, it's a Monday. Okay, yeah, that's my fault. Monday. Oh, man, even earlier than I thought. So Palantir's earnings are this upcoming Monday. Yeah, and we're heading into earnings looking pretty bullish on the charts. Even though we're down a bit on the day, we still have a golden cross. We have the 50 SMA crossing above the 180 SMA here, which has been the case for about a day or two of trading. New development here. And on top of that, we have an inverse head and shoulders. Do you guys see this right here on PLTR? This is as bullish as it can get, right? Left shoulder right there. We got the head right here. Boom. You guys see that? The right shoulder is right here. So if this plays out, we could find our way right back to the low mid 80s. Like that. That is what we can see in the short term. And if earnings crush, guidance crushes, man, it could really fly. And for all we know, take out all-time highs. I mean, Palantir, I'm not sure if you guys have realized, it's been flat now for almost 2 months. And you guys are probably like, Stas, I mean, come on, it's gone up so much. It deserves to be flat a little bit. You're right. But is this the calm before the storm? That's the million-dollar question, and that's kind of what I'm waiting for, right? To see if we go higher here after earnings. And I'm not a big earnings trader, so I'm not, in calls or buying a bunch of shares to trade before earnings. I'm not doing that, but I'm eyeing it up, maybe as a quick day trade or something after earnings come out, or maybe a swing trade depending on how the charts look. But either way, guys, trading aside, I'm in the stock. My average cost is around $21 per share. And yeah, I mean, I have a lot of gains built in. So either direction it goes, I'm not going to be mad either way. Bring it on, in other words, right? So if we break out, awesome. I'm making some good money on paper. I'm not selling, but on paper, making some good money. If we dump, maybe I'll buy more shares. But as of now, clear cut, inverse head and shoulders, also a cup and handle, depending on how you look at it. And in my eyes, if PLTR takes out 80-81, mid to low 80s, no problem is where we're going. All-time highs even here on the charts. So let's break down the earnings coming up here, guys. We'll go over what the analysts are saying as well. Make sure to sign up to my email list as I pull this up here, guys. It's free, and I send out my top stocks right to your email every single week. That is linked down below. Make sure you guys get in there. So right now, analyst recommendations have, for the majority of them, have Palantir as a hold, right? Which I honestly tend to agree with. I don't think these levels that we're at now, I don't think it's a screaming buy. I mean, I don't think anybody out there thinks that. Maybe the hyper, perma bulls or whatever you want to call them, maybe they're thinking that. Maybe Dan Ives thinks that, it's a $90. He has a $9 price target. But in my opinion, I think it's a hold. And a lot of the analysts here believe that or agree with that. Out of 23 analysts here on Yahoo Finance, 12 of them have it as a hold. 6 underperform, so 18 of them, or 12 of them hold, or 18, the majority of them are in that hold underperform range. And then we have a couple buys, a couple sells. It looks like a strong buy here, but the majority of analysts right now are in the ballpark or in the camp of holding the stock, which I agree with. And the price targets right above my big old head here, you guys can see $90 is the high from Wedbush's Dan Ives. So you guys see that right here. The average price target is $49 a share. The low is $11, which, I mean, if it gets back there, I'll be loading the boat. I don't think it's going to get there. I mean, unless, honestly, man, if it gets there, probably bad news for Palantir. I'm not going to lie. If Palantir gets back down to $10, it's either the company's going bankrupt or something really bad's going on. Maybe there's a black swan event, stocks, we see a depression. I don't know, but I just don't see it going back to $10 ever again. Unless, again, something catastrophic happens. But hey, you never know. Looks like this Wall Street analyst thinks $11 is possible. How much more bearish could you get, guys? But that's what they're thinking there. And coming over here to the analyst expectations, and now that we're going to get Q4 numbers, we'll have the picture for the entire year of 2024, which is great. So EPS estimate is... Wait, I actually went too far down. Whoops, that's my fault. Here we go, guys. Earnings per share estimate, finally, based on 17 analysts. The average is 11 cents. The low estimate is 10 cents. The high is 12 cents, with them doing 8 cents a year ago. That puts them, let's see here, full year 24, 38 cents average EPS versus, it looks like 25 cents in 2023. So not bad EPS growth year over year for Palantir on the full year. And for revenue, 16 analysts, the average estimate is $776.8 million. The low estimate is $768. The high estimate is $821 million of revenue, with them doing $608 last year, up around 28% year over year is what is projected, which, guys, that's pretty good. And that puts them on the current year, the full year. Let's see, average estimate for earnings per share, revenue, is $2.8 billion for the full year. Looks like the low estimate is, where's that at? $2.65. High is $2.86 billion, with them doing $2.23 billion in 2023 for revenue. So expect revenue from 2023 to 2024 to grow about 26%, give or take, depending on what the actual number comes in at. But yeah, guys, that is a rundown on the basic numbers here. I'm sure we'll cover these again at least one more time and a bit more in depth here before the actual earnings release, probably on my video on this Sunday coming up. We'll break this down again to do a refresher. But yeah, that's pretty much it for now, guys, on that side of things. And going back to the charts, again, we're looking pretty good. Inverse head and shoulders. We have a cup and handle, looking like we're about to break out potentially, right? You guys see it. The proof is in the pudding. We just have to actually do it and wait for the confirmation, which I'm going to set an alert at $80 for now. Mark is at or above, and I'll do another one at, let's see here, $81 per share. And we'll see what happens at that point, guys. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. Let me know what you think in the comments. Run the likes up. Don't forget to subscribe. We're almost at 50,000 subs, guys. And of course, get your 30 stocks from Moomoo. Open up your account using that link right down below and deposit at least $100. You get 5 stocks. Deposit at least $2,000. You get 25 more stocks, and your uninvested cash for now will earn up to 8.1% APY. So guys, again, check out the link down below or go to stocksurfs.com/Moomoo. And with that being said, cheers. I'll catch you guys in the next one.